ब्रह्मांड नायका बाबा भक्तिपुरीश्वर ब्रह्मांड नायका बाबा भक्तिपुरीश्वर चांद और सूरज तुमने बनाए, नदिया सागर तुमने बनाए, नदिया सागर तुमने बनाए। ब्रह्मांड नायका बाबा भक्तिपुरीश्वर अयोध्या नगरी तुमने बनाई, द्वारका नगरी तुमने बसाई। अयोध्या नगरी तुमने बनाई, द्वारका नगरी तुमने बसाई। शिरडी पति तुमने बसाई, शिरडी पति तुमने बसाई। ब्रह्मांड नायका बाबा भक्तिपुरीश्वर
We have been singing this bhajan for so many years, so the meaning is very clear to us. We are not getting into the literal meaning. It is composed by Raviraj Nasiri, and though I am not 100% sure, but as shared by Ashok Mehtaji of Delhi, it was that he was sitting in a railway station and he was seeing the vast of humanity in the railway station, and from there this bhajan came, Brahmanda, from that railway station crowd, Brahmanda Nayaka Baba, Bhaktipurishwar Baba. Regarding the creator creating the universe, Brahmanda Nayaka, Chand aur Suraj tumne banaye, Nadiya Sagar, Ayodhya Nagari. 2 times the creation sessions have been given, and then also it is covered in the blog post. So we are not getting into the how the creation came into being, because that is a long subject in itself. We will just go through couple of lines written by the sage from the Ananda Kutir, Shivanandaji Maharaj, on how it was created without getting into the detail. Maharaj writes, a king played the part of a beggar for his own sporting. A sage played the part of a fool for his own sporting. Even so, this world is a sport or leela of Brahman. Brahman appears as the world. It is Brahman alone that shines as the world of variegated objects. Brahman himself appears as Chand, Suraj. This is adding to Maharaj's lines. Brahman appears as Chand, Suraj, Nadiya, Sagar, Pahad, Pode, etc. etc. The whole universe is Brahman. God only is essence. Unquote. Now, next 20 minutes, we are going to deal on how he created, not on how he created, but on why he created. Why at all Brahman or God or Sai created this universe. As human being undergoes in this material world, from his objective pursuits, various experiences, good, bad, worst, which gives them accordingly the experiences of good, bad, worst. And as he carries the impression of his experiences, what perhaps would he ask God? Because if we go through as a flashback in our own life, the good moments are few, but sorrows are many. This may not be true for the children, but as we grow up, we will realize that less of happiness and more of sorrow, more of despair. So with this, what are we going to ask God? There was a devotee who, without getting into the detail of why he complained, he goes to Swami after going through various experiences, and he just vents out his feeling. It was those yesteryears, they had right to speak to Swami whatever they wanted, and every day he says, why Swami, why you have done this, why you have done this, complain, not with respect to the creation, but with respect to his own experiences. And Swami says, go on, I grant you the right, because all that dirt in your heart, all those complaints in your heart, you imagine, and let us all imagine, except me, except Swami, who will hear to all your complaints? Who has the time or patience to try with your spouse, try with your children, try with your parents, try with anybody? Who is going to listen to all your complaints? I am here, go on. So Swami hears, God hears patiently. Now it is chance for the devotee to vent out his feelings and lodge a laundry list of complaints, with the essence being, Oh Lord, how can you be so cruel? How can you create this universe with so much of miseries? Cancer, heart attacks, broken relationships, divorce, etc., etc. COVID, this, that, millions of death, etc. You could have just been alone and not created this universe and not created all of us. And funnily, the funny is that we have to go through the roller coaster of all these little joy and most sorrows in so many births, and then you will say, ultimately you come back to me and merge. Why you separated us from you at all? Why you created this? You may say it is a sport for you, but what about those who are victims of your sport? What is the answer you have, Swami? At some time or the other, this question would have raised in the elders' hearts, 50 plus, with all experiences. Now, in a dance floor, somebody, for fun, loves to blind his eyes and dance. His well-wisher says, open your eyes and dance. He says, no, I'm fine with that. I will dance with closed eyes. He falls and he breaks his legs. And then he why this happened to me? Why you made me break my legs? And the answer would be, you had the option of keeping your eyes open. Why did you close at all? And philosophically, when you open your eyes of wisdom, you will see there is a lot of joy in the world. That means you can dance, that is, you can live and yet not fall and break your legs. We are going to get deeper into this. The famous lines listened by few of you, 2-3 of you, maybe for 5-6 times for the benefit of others, just quoting those lines. The most befitting, most justifiable answer to the question why God created, God says, quote Paramahamsa Yogananda, I am all powerful and joy itself. But there is no one to enjoy me. I will make souls of my image, clothe them as human beings, give them the free choice to see whether they will seek the material gifts of wine, women, wealth, or whether they will seek million times more intoxicating joy of my consciousness. That is, to choose me and to merge with me. This opens up another dimension. He is talking about free choice, free will. Agreed that good and bad, good and evil exist on the earth. But has anybody ever forced us, or can anybody force us to take the path of evil unless and until we choose to take the path of evil? Nobody can force it upon us. He gave us free will. He gave us intellect, and He gave us the choice of craving only for Him and to reach Him. Depending upon how we have exercised our free will, and XYZ, all the human beings, depending upon all human beings, how they have exercised their free will to choose between the two extremes, the material world or God, and accordingly how all human beings have indulged in various actions, the universe has shaped up accordingly. And the universe used to be the Ramarajya once upon a time when everybody chose good over evil. And the universe is what we see now, full of sufferings, Kali Yuga, depending upon what the vast majority has chosen to take, act. World as we see ourselves, and even ourselves as we see, everything is a result of what we have chosen out of the two options given to us by the Lord. We will go to the next dimension. Just suppose, that the universe is God's dream. Universe is God's dream. What happens in a dream? In a dream, you can behold anything, good or bad. The dream can be nightmarish or it can be fantasizing, beautiful dream. But what happens on waking? On waking up, you realize that it was just a dream. It was never true at all, whether good or bad. Again, we open up a complaint. Oh God, if the universe is your dream, why did you not dream only beautiful things? Why did you not dream only rosy things? Why you dreamt all these nightmarish experiences which the entire world is going through? God replies, you must be able to take both the nightmarish as well as beautiful dreams. You cannot choose one and leave the other. Suppose only beautiful dreams are there. Suppose. Night after night, like only beautiful dreams are there, we would never like to wake up. That means philosophically, if our life was just wonderful only, we would love to be only in that wonderful life. We will never ever attempt to seek God. We will be so indulging in that wonderful life. We must neither be frightened with the nightmarish dreams and say, and also even suppose if beautiful dreams come to us, then also we have to say, we should have the conviction to say to the Lord, oh Lord, okay, you gave me nightmarish experience and then you gave me beautiful experience. You choose what to give me. I am not going to demand from you only beautiful experience. You give me whatever you want to give me. Let me be with you and undergo nightmarish or beautiful dream. And the process I will try to evolve and I will try to reach you one day or the other. One ultimate sentence answer from God: if you know you are a part of me, then you can live this life and yet enjoy this life. Universe is God's dream, he said. But imagine someone who is tuned to God all the times. He sees all good and bad. He goes through all good and bad. He does not get affected. He knows it is a dream. It is not a reality. And only reality is God. And I will seek only God. As his children, see all happening around us as dream, good or bad. In practical sense, when bad things happen to us, it can affect us, for sure. Relative world, it can affect us. But neither bad or nor good continues forever in our life, if we can look back into our life. Like a dream, they come and they go. Suppose, imagine a God-realized soul. There are sages who have had unimaginable diseases. I am not getting into the details. Not that they did not have bad experiences, physical level. But what they did, even when they were affected by worst diseases, they still remained at peace because they realized that God is the only reality and everything else is a passing dream. They were suffering, no doubt. You can't say that they did not suffer. Yet they knew that like a dream, these are all passing phase in my life. I am ever in tune with God. I am merged with God and I am in the joy of having merged with God. Let anything happen to me. It's okay. Coming to the last phase. nightmarish experiences, good experiences, all those things we covered. We talked about the free will. We talked about dancing with blindfold stick, eyes blinded, covered. Now, the most beautiful thing which God has given us ever, which supersedes all other things which we can imagine, God has given us love. All other things which we have got in our life, they will come and they will go. But God has given us this love, which if we hold on to that love, it is going to be with us forever. It is not going to go at all. And how it will be if we offer that love to God with our sincere heart. प्रेम दक्षिणा स्वीकार भगवन पतिपुरी साई देवा. Having found that love, the devotee looks back and cries out to Lord, the climax of the satsang, "O Lord, I was aimlessly living in this world. I was aimlessly giving or sharing certain things with so many or few beings, thinking that to be love. Till the time you walked into my life, I thought I was loving so and so. I was loving parents, whosoever, whatever. I was believing that I was loving till the time you came into my life and you opened my eyes to what love really is. And then I understood what love is. And then for a moment I just told myself, all that I was thinking that I was loving, they were all at best infatuation or attachment or vatsalya, or in Hindi anurag. They were never love. Whatever except God's love and except our love for God, every one of us is bound to realize this before we die, that except for love for God and God's love for us, there is nothing called real love in this world at all. That doesn't mean that there can never be real love. You find God's love. You love God in all your sincerity. You attain God's love and then come to the world, and whatever you see, whatever you do, whatever you act, or whatever you shower, that will be real love. After realizing what God's love is, before that there is no love in this world. We can befool ourselves endlessly. There is nothing true except God's love. One will realize this before one's death, for sure. Or come back next birth and realize. You said, Swami, God is love. And you gave me this opportunity to exist as love. When I have merged with you, and you and me are gone, that is, you are love, and you said, I am love. I merged with you, and in this whole equation, the you got out, the me got out. In the mathematical equation, when we do that equation, one thing remains, other things go out. Similarly, you are gone, I am gone, what remains is just pure love. There is a purpose why I am telling this. In my existence as love, ultimately, if I am able to exist as love, having found God's love, having merged in love, or even before merger, if I am able to incessantly love God and spend most of my day, whatever I am doing, in my love for God, then and then only I am never going to have this complaint with you. Why all this suffering? Why all these things? Why you created this world? This question will be gone from my mind, my heart, totally. Because in the love which I have discovered, in the love in which I am existing, in my love for you, and where me and you are gone, only love remains. When I exist as that love, hajar sufferings, let it come. Let cancer come, let heart attack come, let anything come. Let everyone go away from me. Let the whole world desert me. Of course, physical level I will be suffering, let it suffer. But inwardly I will be existing as that love. So, with what we started, why you created that world, that question loses its relevance. That question loses its significance. We are able to exist as love. And with that we go out. After realizing God's love, after existing in our love for God, then and then only, whether we realize it at 50 years, 60 years, 70 years, 80 years, or next birth, or after 10 births, then only we will realize that, my God, till that time I discovered God's love, how much selfish expectations, how much selfish motive was there in all the relationships which I thought that I was loving. And now, when I have realized God's love, then when I go out and I shower, I spread my love in this world, how beautiful is this fulfillment of love, where the love is the fulfillment in itself, which seeks nothing in return. I don't want anything in return. I would just love you for the sake of love. If we are able to reach that state in one birth or the other, without naming that, without concluding that, without conveying to others, we have realized God. The purpose of life, all our births is over. The question loses its relevance, significance. We are not bothered about creation, we are not bothered about why He created, we are not bothered about why so much suffering. We just exist as love. And this should be our goal. Let it take how many years, let it take how many births, let it take. Ultimately, we have to go where the question itself dissolves in our love. Jai Sai Ram.